Hello everyone. In this video, we will solve this problem using the elimination method. So as you may know, a linear system is made up of two linear equations and we have to solve this linear system using the elimination method. And when we have to solve a linear system, basically we have to find the values of the variables in the linear system. Now in this linear system, the variables are x and y. So we'll have to find the value of x and y. Now in elimination method, we typically just add or subtract the equations to cancel out one of the variable terms and we solve for the other leftover variable. Now in this case, if we add these two equations, the x terms won't cancel each other out, the y terms won't cancel each other out. So that means adding these two equations won't help us. Now if we subtract these two equations, again 2 minus 3 won't eliminate the x terms. And if we do 3 minus negative 5, that won't eliminate the y terms. So in this case, x has coefficients 2 and 3 compared to y which has 3 and 5. So x coefficients are smaller. So we can manipulate these two equations to get rid of the x terms. So we have to find the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3. And we'll have to multiply these both equations by a number so that we get the coefficient of x as that lowest common multiple. Now for 2 and 3, so we can find the lowest common multiple by writing out the times table for 2 and 3 and finding the smallest number in that times table. So if we do skip counting by 2, we get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. And if we do skip counting for 3, we get 3, 6, 9 and so on. So the smallest number that appears in the times table of 2 and 3 is 6. That means we have to multiply the first equation by a number so that 2 changes to 6, and we multiply the second equation by a number so that this 3 changes into a 6. So we know that we have to multiply the first equation by 3 because 2 times 3 is 6, and we should multiply the second equation by 2 because 3 times 2 is 6. So when we do the multiplication, the new equations are 6x plus 27. So we multiply 3 by 3 and then 9 by 3. Now we do the same thing for the second equation. So 3 times 2 is 6, so there's 6x minus 10y equals negative 30. So we did negative 5 times 2 and then negative 15 times 2. Now if we subtract these two equations, the x terms will cancel each other out. So now we do 9 minus negative 10, which is basically 9 plus 10, which is equal to 19y equals, and on the other side we have to do 27 minus negative 30. So which is basically 27 plus 30, which is equal to 57. Now we have to isolate y, so we have to divide both sides by 19. So when we do that, the 19s on the left side cancel each other out. And we are left with y equals 57 divided by 19 is equal to 3. So that's the y value for this linear system. Now we have to use this y value to find the x value. So we can sub in this y equals 3 in any of these two equations, these two given equations, to find the x value. So ideally we should use the equation with the smaller numbers because that will make the calculations easier, and that's the first equation in this case. So it becomes 2x plus 3 times. So since y is 3, we get 3 times 3 equals 9. Now we just have to simplify this equation to find the value of x. So first we multiply 3 times 3, which is equal to 9, equals 9. Now we have to subtract 9 from both sides. So the 9's on the left side cancel each other out. And we get 2x equals, now the 9's on the right side also cancel each other out. 9 minus 9 is equal to 0. And now we have to divide both sides by 2. And the 2's on the left side cancel each other out. And we get x equals 0 over 2 we know is equal to 0. So this is the final answer for the x value for this linear system. So here I can write a closing statement. So the solution is x equals 0 and y equals 3. So this is how we can write our answer as x and y values, or we can write our answer as an ordered pair in the form of a point. So if you find this video useful, please share it, like it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.